Grammy, you know, and all the nominations. You got your Billboard #1s. And then you have given the people so much.
Okay.
And then you do the song with Nicki Minaj. I did a song with Dolla $. So I mean, we've been in this. And then people had things to say. How did you wrestle with that? Because I struggled with a lot of the comments that people had, as if some kind of way I lost my way. And I was like, you know what I mean? Like, how did you navigate that?
I'm with you. Originally, it just kind of rubs you the wrong way.
Yeah.
Especially, it's like the, you know, celebrate Jesus today, crucify him tomorrow kind of thing. Because in my mind, I'm like, man, y'all was just clapping and applauding this album.
That's good.
And now, all of a sudden, I'm on my way to hell.
Right.
You know, so it's just hard to manage those emotions of, okay, they love me today, I'm good.
Right.
Then to now... So I think you have to find a space of maturity and comfort in the fact that you know you did the right thing.
Yeah.
Like, I know that I heard from God about that.
That's good.
And then you hear the testimonies. Like, I have testimonies literally of people who say, I never bought a gospel album until I heard this song.
Same.
Or I didn't believe in God until I heard this song.
Same.
You know, so you put me on the chopping block if it's gonna introduce people to, you know, to God. Like, that's where I am.
That's good.
She lying. Now why she sit there and tell that bold-faced lie? So Tasha Cobbs done her collab with Nicki Minaj. It was in 2017. So it's been about 6 years. Now at that time, Nicki Minaj was like the only major female rapper on the chart. In fact, Cardi B had just released her first song. It was that July of that same year. And I even remember at that time, it was during the awards. Tasha Cobbs performed the song Break Every Chain. And Nicki Minaj left a post on Instagram saying how much Tasha Cobbs' song blessed her. And I believe that's when that collab started. So Nicki Minaj was about the only rapper, and out of everybody, God told Tasha Cobbs to do a collab with Nicki. We talking about the same Nicki Minaj released a magazine cover talking about a Minaj a trois. And here's my thing. If God really told her to do this collab, why isn't she still doing collabs with other artists? What makes Nicki Minaj so special? You see, I believe that this is important. These type of discussions are important because people really don't understand what compromise looks like. This collab was all about money. It wasn't for or about souls. And let's be real. Anyone who listens to Nicki Minaj, they are already watching BET. And Tasha Cobbs is all over BET. So this compromise view on it's all about getting Jesus to people and reaching the lost, cut it out. Ain't nobody listening to Nicki Minaj thinking about Jesus, and majority of the people in America have heard about him. Now if we are talking about like third world countries, that's different, but with all this freedom that we have here in America, you can literally turn the TV on and hear the message of Jesus.
To your point, I remember somebody saying, man, thank you. Because I was in the club and I heard your song with Dolla and I went and did my research and I just went down the path and man, you literally been changing my life through your music.
That's
and
incredible.
I'm like, all right, Jesus will lead the 99 for the one. So I'm like,
it's worth it once you get past those emotions.
Yeah.
You know, and say, hey, this is my purpose, it's my calling.
Right.
Now we have many people that see nothing wrong with doing collabs. And the question often is, should Christians do collabs, you know, with secular artists? Even when Lecrae done his song with Dolla, I remember someone, he's a unbeliever. He asked my husband one day at work while Lecrae do that collab. And my husband, I guess he couldn't really understand why he had asked him that. He didn't know who Dolla was. But they were just saying how Dolla is very disrespectful, especially towards women. Now, back in December, a young rapper, Caleb Gordon, posted an Instagram publicly saying how he felt Blessings wasn't a Christian song.
I just want to clear up, like, what I said, right? So I was like, okay, is this song a Christian song, right? Because I was driving in my car, and Lecrae Blessings had came on. And I was like, bruh, like, what? I was like, what is the standard? Like, what? Like, is this a Christian song? But like I said, no hate, bruh. You know what I'm saying? I'm really just like, that's just how I felt. And I was trying to say, that's why I said convince me. Because I was like, is it, like, am I tripping? Like, is that not really, like, because I want to know. I'm like, bruh, because in my head, I'm like, bruh, if I'm not Christian and I'm jamming that song and I'm driving around and Dolla told us some, take her out to Cabo, shorty you a boss, and all that. I'm like, I'm talking about Blessings by Lecrae. I'm like, shorty you a boss, clear your schedule. I'm just like, bruh, like, what that got to do with? What that got to do with that? You know what I'm saying? So it's all love, bro. I'm not saying all his songs like that. I'm just saying that specific song, when I listened to it, I was like, is it? And it's one of the biggest songs in his space. That's what I'm saying. Like, what is the standard? Because not only is he doing it, but other people coming up is doing it. And I'm like, bruh, like, I feel like the Lecrae song, the Blessing song, is not a Christian song. That's just my personal opinion. Because I'm like, and Craig had some moments where he was like, you know, he was saying God and stuff. But I feel like, and another thing, blessings is not just monetary. Like, I feel like it was just like, all I heard was like blessings is like monetary. And I feel like a lot of people think blessings is just money. And it's like, or maybe he could clear that up for me. You know what I'm saying? Blessings to me is more like health, wealth, relationships, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like blessings is just more than just one thing. That's what really had me sit back and I was like, bro, what's the standard of Christian rap? Like, what makes a Christian rap song a Christian rap song? Like, you don't gotta be Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. You don't gotta say scripture every verse. But what story are you telling? Because Jesus was a storyteller. Like, what story are you telling that's letting people be like, man, like, you know, I'm really gonna think about God today. You feel me?
I believe that this is a question that must be asked. Are these artists, these professed gospel artists, are they truly setting the standard? Are Christian rappers setting the standard? What's crazy is both of the songs are about blessings. But as he said, blessings is described as being something monetary. Tasha Cobbs' song was the same way. And so even judging the context of the songs, it didn't glorify God in no way. It just appealed to the flesh. And so I believe that it's vital that we understand what it truly means to be followers of Christ. I want you to even think about when Jesus was led into the wilderness to be tempted by Satan. Satan offered him the world, but Jesus understood that the world had nothing to offer him. He knew his authority. He didn't compromise. And so I believe that this is the mindset that we are to follow. Because if we truly believe in the gospel of Jesus Christ that saves, then we will understand that the world doesn't have nothing to offer us, but rather we have something to offer the world. Blessings.